Anders Vejrgang has just become the back-to-back European champion, further cementing his status as the best FC26 player in the world right now. And in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how Anders is defending, including a very special tackling method at the end that I have only seen Anders use so far, and what you can learn from him in order to defend a little bit like Anders yourself. I'm George from The Guide. This is part 16 of our advent calendar. Today's gifts are going to be 3 times our defending mastery course. The code is hidden somewhere in this video. And if you're looking to become a better FC26 player this Christmas season, or you still want to pick up a nice creative Christmas present for a loved one, then definitely check out our Christmas offers, link in the description right now. Now, let's talk about Anders' defense here. Well, he was playing against Emre Yilmaz in this final, who has been a little bit of a kryptonite to Anders in the past, losing some important finals to him, but this time Anders was able to dominate thanks to a very aggressive defending style, which is his trademark. Almost choked it in the end, but then closed it out in extra time. Now, the first part that is vital to Anders' defending style in order to apply that pressure is a really aggressive anticipation and closing down of passing lanes. So what Anders is doing is trying to at all times see what passing lanes his opponent has open and then switch there with the right stick and close them down as quickly as possible. So the game is starting right here. We can see Anders, being a little bit aggressive with his central midfielder, chasing, nothing really special there. Now, as soon as Emre is turning downwards and maybe looking to play the pass to his triggered run from Mbappe, we see the first right stick switch here with a quick flick of the right stick to the left and then, moving the player down there a little bit. After here Emre has turned around, now the next thing that is becoming very likely is this passing lane. So Anders has quickly switched back to De Jong here, sees this passing lane opening now. Now he's going to switch to his center back and ever so slightly pull that center back into position here, as you can see right there. So if Emre is going to pass the ball here deep, then Anders is going to have a chance to, pick that pass up. As you can see, he doesn't really hesitate long there. He doesn't, cover the pass for 3-4 seconds. Instead, he does another quick switch because he just knows Emre sees he has covered this pass, and now Emre is naturally going to look for other options. So if this right here is covered, his next natural option is going to be just playing the ball sideways. And so the next player switch from Anders is going to come in and he is going to cover this passing lane next. So you can see covering the passing lane, a little bit of the second man press with R1 at the same time. And this is the first step, guys. Anders is not just blindly rushing towards the opponent. You can see even right here, he's not just blindly rushing out, he's first trying to take away the passing options, trying to take away the striker, now Mbappe, and at all times this applies a kind of base pressure on the opponent. Now the next step after he has closed down all the passing lanes is going aggressive as soon as the opponent is running out of passing lanes. That's kind of Anders' trigger signal where he is going to go aggressive. So let's look at the second clip right here. You can see it starts with covering some passing lanes. Here with De Jong, here on the wing, De Jong again covering the passing lane to the striker, because Anders knows if he simply moves up and goes aggressive, he's not going to be able to get the ball because a simple triangle can't be built around him. So he first needs to kind of take away all passing options, and you can practice that at home, against the AI. You can practice your right stick player switching, then obviously transition into real games. And you should just always ask yourself, with where the opponent is looking, what types of passes does he have available? And then you want to make sure you pick up those players who can cover those passes and quickly move in there and taking them away. And now as the situation is developing. Here we get to the first moment where Emre doesn't really have any clear passes available. So as you can see, this pass right here is covered by this player, especially because the midfielder is moving forward. This pass here is covered by De Jong here. This other pass over here is covered by the other central midfielder, and Mbappe is just too far forward and also kind of covered by De Jong here. So everything that, you know, Emre had available is now covered, and as I said, this is the go signal for Anders. This is when you want to try and get aggressive. I see a lot of players, they're good at covering the passes. They're good at, you know, moving their CMs into a spot where they're kind of having everything covered and shielded, but then they fail to use that in order to apply pressure, because now what will the opponent do when he doesn't have any passing options available? He will keep dribbling and look for a passing option. So that is an opportunity for you to move in and punish him for a heavy ball contact like this. So that's exactly what Anders is doing. You can see right here, he keeps covering the passing lane. This is a little extra trick for you guys. You can kind of apply double pressure by covering the passing lane and then using your player to, in that passing lane, go aggressive, because this will make sure De Jong still covers the pass, but also gets closer to the ball and is able to maybe tackle it, right? So that's what you kind of want to do. Use your player to first cover the lane, then go aggressive and move in. And that's how he is able to win the ball. And you can see, especially throughout this match and in all other matches, honestly, as well from Anders, that he is not hesitating. Even if it's his center back, you know, the situation starts out, you can see he's covering some passing lanes over here, covering passing lane over here. Now we get to this spot. As soon as Anders sees that Emre is taking the ball into the middle here and he doesn't have Mbappe available because of this direction he chose to take the first touch in, Anders is moving up with his center back. And if you've ever asked yourself, how do good players make it look so easy? Just select the center back, move in and tackle. This is exactly why it works, because they only do it when there is no easy passing option available. The only thing that Emre could do here is maybe play a through ball into this space to kind of get out of the pressure. But besides that, you know, Anders is just there immediately, and then because of that, he's able to start his counter attack. Now, the, you know, very important thing is that you understand how these two things come together and when it's kind of the go signal. And you can see that just Anders doing this in a masterclass. You know, he's losing the ball here, first thing immediately stopping the counter, taking away these passing options, and then we go over here, still covering the passing lanes, using the second man press to pressure. And then at this point, again, the pressure is, you know, kind of coming together. No super clear passing option. This would be the only thing that Emre should probably go for. He doesn't, pressure gets to him, and then Anders has won the ball and he's able to transition into his deadly quick attacks. Now, let's get to the final and most crazy part in Anders' defense, in my opinion, which is that he is defending in layers and he's using the switch tackle, as I call it, in order to make that even better. Now, what exactly am I yapping about here? Well, with Anders, he is taking risks, as I already showed you. And of course, especially against a really good player like Emre, those risks are not always going to play out in his favor. But the thing with Anders is he knows exactly if he is not getting the ball on this first attempt right here, he has a second layer. And then if he doesn't get the ball on the second attempt, which is right here, he has a third layer. And then he has a fourth layer, and he just always knows where he needs to defend in case he doesn't win the ball in this spot. So let's look right here. We can see Anders is going for an aggressive anticipation. He knows his opponent wants to dribble forward, wants to see how these runs develop, so he tries to use that timing to win the ball. Now, he is not winning the ball right there with this tackle, and he is already switched back to his center back to defend the now opening space over here or also this run, you know, that might come in. And if you look really, really closely, guys, you see the switch tackle. So what Anders is doing, he is pressing tackle right there. He has pressed tackle, and immediately after, he has already flicked the right stick. So it's tackle, flick the right stick for the switch. And you can see the tackle animation is coming through after he has already switched, and there's the tackle animation. And that's pretty crazy and something you can do in this game, because I see a lot of players, they go aggressive, they go for the tackle here, and then when the tackle misses, they stay with this player until this point, maybe like for 2 seconds more. We're still, you know, with this player. We haven't switched yet. Anders is the complete opposite. He is going aggressive, but he already knows, if I don't win the ball here, I next up need this defender. So if I lose this defender because he's able to, you know, play inside, then I next up choose my other center back, and I go to this center back. Now I can once again go really aggressive because he has no passing options really open that are super clear. In case I don't win the ball, Anders tells himself, I already know where I need to go one layer deeper so I can defend this Mbappe over here. So he goes in, he presses tackle, does the switch tackle again. He's already defending the through ball. And it's just crazy, you know, how aggressive Anders can be because of this. And the thing is, if you win the ball with the tackle, which you can see right here, you're going to get auto switched back to your players. So let's look at this right here again. Anders is first covering the passing lane and then doing this little trick that I told you about, where he's kind of, you know, from covering the passing lane, he's coming in to go for the ball here and try to win it in order to kind of cover both at the same time, cover the pass and be aggressive towards the ball. Now he presses tackle and already has switched the player away, so in case he doesn't win the ball, he's already over here and he can start running back in order to cover the space, because what Anders is afraid of is this pass coming through, and then, you know, Emre has a lot of space over here, can start initiating some 1-2 passes and triggers and runs and so on and so forth, and that's why he wants to have a player already that can run back and close that space. But as you can see, this time the tackle comes through successfully, and because you win the ball, you get auto switched back and you haven't lost anything. So Anders really is minimizing the time that he needs on a player for the tackle and is already able to defend one layer deeper if he needs to do that. And then once again, he is now in a very, very dangerous attacking transition. I've broken down Anders attacking already. The video is linked on the screen right here if you want to watch that as well. Very insightful, and I'll talk to you all in the next one. See you then. Peace.